Kyle Ryde has become one of the standout riders in British Superbikes, known for his speed, consistency and incredibly calm approach on track. But away from the racing, there's a lot more to Kyle's story, from his unusual route into motorcycle racing to the mindset behind his success. We caught up with Kyle at Oulton Park to find out more about the rider behind the results. So round 6, we're at Oulton Park. How are you?
I'm alright, yeah, it's flew by, isn't it?
Yeah. All the dates are kind of coming around thick and fast now, aren't they?
Exactly, yeah, this summer break, well, it's not a break, is it? Summer period, it goes very fast, and before you know it, we're going to be in the showdown.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to talk a little bit about your racing career, how you got started. But firstly, just between me and you, I have to ask, am I right in saying you've only did your bike licence this year?
Yes. So that
How did that happen?
Yeah, it was only for a charity that I did with James Whittam, and from that I used it to just go out on the bike a little bit. But I've not done a lot, and it doesn't interest me that much. But it's been fun.
Yeah. What was it like going back to basics and having to do the test?
Oh no, I had to do the standard CBT test. I think I just had to be seen to be doing something. So yeah, I didn't do the full thing, but yeah, I did enough to get my little certificate, and so I could ride my little monkey bike.
Yeah, and the monkey bike. How is that bike treating you? No plans for another bike?
I've not been on it for a while, but I think once the season calms down, I'll plan some stuff. I bought one for my dad as well since the trip we did up to Scotland. So yeah, all be fun.
Oh, that'd be awesome. So can you tell me a bit about how your racing career started?
Yeah, so my old man and his brother, my Uncle Dean, they used to race sidecars. So when I was, I think, 5, 6, Dad bought me a little bike while he was still racing the sidecars. And then I got half decent at it in his eyes that he wanted to stop doing sidecar racing and put his money into me going mini bike racing, and from then on I've been on tarmac ever since I was 6, and now here we are, 29 years old last week, getting on a bit now, but yeah, doing all right and still loving it.
Was British Superbikes kind of always on your radar? Was that always something that you wanted to achieve?
No, I watched, obviously as a kid you have your heroes and you watch MotoGP and you see those classes evolve, and I wanted to be in Moto3, and that sort of distinguishes to nothing. And then I come back to BSB, I did stock 600, then Supersport, and went back to World Supersport, and that kind of fell apart as well. And that's the setbacks I've kind of had. Every time I've tried to show what I can do at the world stage, it's not really come off. So now I'm a bit older, I feel like I could do it, but I'm not that bothered. I'm really enjoying BSB at the minute, and I feel like I'm confident and I'm riding good enough that if I did have a good bike in a world championship, I would do some decent stuff. So yeah, but like I said, at the minute BSB's real healthy at the minute, and the racing's real good. Everyone's setting new records every weekend, so it's not like it's boring. So yeah, enjoying it.
Yeah, awesome. How have you handled setbacks, and what's kind of motivated you to keep going?
Yeah, I've had setbacks, but I think that's just bike racing in general. Some people deal with it with injuries, not getting good breaks. It's not the easiest sport to be involved in, but since 2020 I've really enjoyed my bike racing, and I don't really want to stop what I'm doing. So at the minute I'm really happy, and yeah, just keep doing what I'm doing. It's obviously working. So yeah, like I said, ever since 2020 I've really enjoyed being in the Premier class in BSB, and yeah, long may it continue.
Absolutely. So you obviously had a major change from the Yamaha onto Ducati.
Yep.
How has that changed your whole kind of race weekend, and just in general, how's that change been for you?
Yeah, so I invested obviously myself in a practice bike throughout the winter. That helped me a lot from changing bikes, and I've really enjoyed the Ducati. And every time we've come to, so this weekend should be good. Obviously last time I was here I won all 3 races, which has been my best weekend to date this season. So I'm looking forward to it, but it's been a great switch. It's been great for me. I've really enjoyed changing manufacturers. I've been on the Yamaha for many years. Yeah, and we all know that's still a great bike, but it was an exciting change for me. And as you've seen, it's been a great bike, and it's had some great results all around the world. So yeah, very much enjoying it. And like I said a few minutes ago, long may it continue.
Yes, absolutely. So of course, winning your first British Superbike title must have been an incredible feeling. Did you feel like when your second win felt any different? And if you were to win again your third this year, would it mean something different for you altogether this time?
Yeah, I think for me, obviously, it'd just be adding more to what I feel like I possibly can do. it's not on my mind, but I know I'd be the first person to do it on 2 different manufacturers, and only the second person to do it 3 times in a row after Neil Mackenzie. So there's a lot of things that can happen, but yeah, I'm just really enjoying my bike racing, and I've done 15 racing. I've been on the podium in every single one, so I just need to keep on that sort of momentum, and hopefully everything comes together. But regardless of what happens, win, lose, not even in the top 3 when we come to the end of the season, I know I can roll into the next season and be a good BSB racer, which is what I wanted to be for the last couple of seasons. So as long as I can keep doing that for another 4 or 5 years, I'll be hopefully go down as one of the decent riders in BSB.
Yeah, definitely. So obviously you're known for being really measured and calm out on the track. Is that naturally who you are, or do you feel like that's something that racing has kind of taught you over the years?
No, it's kind of how I am at home as well. I wouldn't say I'm so calm and measured when I do a bad golf swing or a bad golf shot, but it's a completely different scenario. Obviously golf, you're so safe the whole time and everything's all about technique, and I've not been doing it since I was 6 years old, so I do get quite annoyed. But when I race my bike, it's come so naturally that try not to get annoyed. And it's obviously, as much as Stuart and everyone makes it as safe as possible, it still is very dangerous, and we all know that. So you have to take it with a pinch of salt, and sometimes you'll have a really good day, sometimes you'll have a really bad. But as long as we all get to the end of the season and happy and safe, that's all that matters really.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you're riding out on track, what's going on in your mind? Are you very analytical and you're always thinking about the next move, or is it kind of all instinct and your mind goes almost blank? What's it for you?
Everything up until the race will be all about me, all about my feeling, don't care about anybody else. Obviously you see when you come in the times, and at a few meetings there's been 2 or 3 riders that have been way in front in the times, and I've just that's where my calmness kind of comes in, because I know at some point of the weekend I'll figure it out. Just sometimes it takes quicker than sometimes it's a bit slower, but yeah, it's not easy, but yeah, you just gotta do what you can do. Every weekend's different, every track's different, all the weather's different, but yeah, throughout the weekend to the races it's all about me, and then when you get to a race you can't plan a race either, so if you have a bad start then your plan's out the window, so it's you have to lap by lap.
Absolutely. What do you think is the hardest part of kind of being and staying at the front of the pack when you're riding at such a high level?
Yeah, obviously the consistency is the main thing. I feel like I wouldn't say I've mastered that, but I'm quite consistent. You've got to be brave. Obviously these tracks they're not easy to ride round, and just experience. I mean, I really rate, especially this season, how Max has been riding, and he's not just developed into that rider this year, he's always had that in him, but these tracks, people need to understand, watching on TV, they're scary and a lot of things can go wrong, and it's not like watching MotoGP where everything's safe at every corner. Obviously, like I said a minute ago, Stuart makes these tracks as safe as what they can be, but it's a lot. You run a bit wide and it's grass, it's not a bit of tarmac, and everyone needs to understand that really. So for me, if I've done 6 seasons in BSB now, I feel like I figured it out after 3, and then since then I've just been trying to polish different things off with my riding and getting better results and trying to stay on the podium as much as possible. But yeah, the biggest thing is just being consistent and taking your time, having a lot of experience, which is not easy. I know people, different teams, they want results ASAP, but I'm sure most of them know that it takes a lot of time in BSB to become fast.
I mean, like you say, you've raced all your life.
Yeah.
What keeps the passion still alive for you?
I've got 2 mortgages to pay off, so I need to try and keep winning as much as possible. But no, I don't. Obviously, we all come to win, but I just love the bike racing side. I love competing, and I'm glad I play golf, and I'm glad I play snooker, because that makes me realise how much I love to compete. When we go bike racing, you put your helmet on. It's all about just going as fast as you can, and you kind of forget the competing side until you get home, and everything's just bland and you can't really do it again. So yeah, I love the competing. We all love to beat each other as much as possible, but it's you can't win every single race. And like I said, the champion is always what's got the most points at the end of the season. So you just got to keep that in your mind, keep enjoying it, stay as safe as what you can do, and also go as fast as you can.
Absolutely. what would you say as a piece of advice to a young Kyle Ryde, or to anyone else that is maybe watching this and looking up to yourself?
I wouldn't really change anything for my side. I was brought up on bikes, and I was very lucky to have the family and sponsors that I had. So I was always racing every single season. But yeah, to another kid, it's the competing side, learning how to lose. That is a massive thing for me. I think you're not going to win all the time, and even if you do win for 2 or 3 seasons when you're 6, 7, 8 years old, and then you go to a better class and you don't win, you can't get down about that. There's people in BSB that will go from Supersport to Superbike and won't get a top 10 for the full season, but doesn't mean they are not capable of their top 10. It's just how things are and an experience. So yeah, not to a younger me, but to a younger rider, keep enjoying it no matter what the place in the on the timesheet.
Awesome. And one last question for you. Results and championships aside, what are you most proud of within your career?
I'm proud of being able to make all the investments from sponsors and family kind of worth it. So the first one that I won, that was kind of that chalked off, and from now the levels have gone the other way. So I'm just really making sure that everybody that put time and effort into me when I was a kid and helped mum and dad with charities and fundraisers, everything, that for me I'm going to try and make my tally of wins and championships more for me, but obviously at the same time for them. So I'm just happy that all the work that mum and dad did and all my sponsors, that it's finally paying off, and they can all come and watch and see the good side of racing and how long it takes to get to this point.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for speaking to us,
problem.
Kyle. Best of luck this weekend.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.